what's going on YouTube? CardCollector2 coming at you here with a brand new video, and we are going to do our third ever card shop tour. We actually started these back when we were just across the street at our older location when I had first bought the card store back in 2019. We did one early on there, and then we did one once we started making some changes, getting some new stuff in, decided to do a second video. So this is really gonna be our third card shop tour, again, ever, but really our first one in the newer, bigger shop since we recently moved. It was just under 2 months since we've moved here, so really getting acclimated here, getting everything in play. Made those documentaries about building the card shop. Those were a huge hit. Appreciate everybody watching those. But we really didn't end it with like a, hey, this is where we started. This is exactly like what it looks like now. We figured we would make this to show you guys what exactly happened and how it turned out. So gonna go through here, show you guys everything of what we've been able to build for the last 6-7 months or so, and including the 7 weeks since we've been in the new spot. So first thing you'll notice right when you walk in, door's right there. Got a sign up, it's got our website. Sometimes it's got different things up, right? It could be a release calendar. We're working on getting this new graphics. So what this will eventually do is you'll come in and this will rotate, right? So it'll have your upcoming football releases, your upcoming basketball releases, upcoming hockey releases. It'll say events we've got. So we got trade night coming up on July 2nd. That will be on here. Some of the big shows we're going to, or some of the shows that are happening, that'll be on here. Info about our grading, that'll be on here, right? It'll rotate, it'll have general information to help you stay informed with what's going on, not only in our card shop, but our world, but also in the hobby as well with releases, shows, things like that. So that's something we're working on. This is actually something my wife put together. You guys probably saw this in the documentary if you watched that. My wife wanted to kind of document the journey we've been on, from start to finish, or start to where we're currently at, hopefully not finished, a little crooked. But it's got pictures of our first trade night, some people that came to that, first day in my old shop, card talk, podcast I'm on, some great people, right, our team, some mentors to us, our first signing, different things like that. So I thought this was kind of a cool piece. You can kind of see the journey we've been on as you walk into the shop. Just feel like you're a part of the journey as well, because that's definitely what we want people to feel like is, everybody that comes through here is a part of the journey. So I thought this was a cool little piece she did. But let's get into this, right? So talked about it on building a card shop, the documentary. 550 square feet, that was what we had previously. The space up here is almost 1,300, I believe. There's 1,500 total square feet upstairs, but in terms of retail space alone, it's about 1,300. So the first thing you'll notice when you walk in, right behind Brian, is gonna be supplies. I'll show that in a second. This is gonna be some of our cheaper packs options. So a lot of it's gonna be retail, it's gonna be Pokemon, and then you'll see some supplies on the bottom. So I talk about this a lot, right? I understand that the retail thing, it can be tough, but a lot of kids or people that collect can't afford $1,900 boxes or $4,000 boxes or $500 boxes. That's expensive, and especially if you're not pulling something great, the option has to be there for every collector. That's what we're trying to do, right? I want somebody to be able to come in and be able to get it, right? I understand it's not available everywhere, but I want to try to make as much as I can available to people at a fair price. That's important to us, so we try to stock what we can. Got hobby boxes with packs, you've got retail packs, you've got older packs, right? You got some 2007 draft picks with Peterson, Calvin, Joe Thomas, just different stuff like that. There's 06, there's hockey, soccer, sets, Pokemon, again, a little bit of everything. So that's one thing I try to do here is try to have a little bit for everybody that comes in. Then you will notice you'll notice a lot of seating, that's big. Want this to, even if you don't buy anything, come in, hang out, and just enjoy your time, right? Got good advice from Jimmy Mahan, right? There's always a seat at the table for everybody. Whether you're coming in and buying anything or not, come in, tell a story, hang out, and really just, I want people to enjoy their time here. Don't want you to feel like you've ever got to just come in, get your stuff, and leave. So that's why there's so much seating. But you'll notice the card bar. So all of these they lift up from the back, but this is a place where you can come in, pick out your hobby box, rip your box, or sit here and try to work out a deal, and you can see the cards below while you're making your transaction. I think it's nice because it kind of serves two purposes, right? Allows you to sit here and still rip, but also has a showcase for us to have a little bit more usable space without you having to, get on your knees and get on here in the bottom and like see a card in the back of the showcase. This makes it a lot easier. So little spots for kids to step on and see the top. So really everybody has a chance to look. Got it sorted now. It wasn't sorted when we opened, but you got a little bit of baseball, other sport like Pokemon, Fortnite, soccer, wrestling, hockey, things like that. And then basketball, football. You will notice football is most full. Football is the one we reload the most. It's always our best seller. So got to keep that updated. Actually just put some new stuff in there before this. So certainly looks a little more full. Actually had some holes in it this morning, so I had to fill that up. But behind that, you'll see the wax wall. This is something I talked a lot about when we first opened. Wanted to have a little bit for something for everybody. So we've got, 07, 08, 2009, 2010, 2011, 16, 14, 13, really, 19, 20, 21, really have a lot of different years, right? You got boxes that are $139 all the way up to $29.99. So really, again, going back to that price point for everybody, if you want to rip a hobby box and you're looking for somebody older, those price points exist. So that's going to be all football. Then you'll get over here and you'll have your basketball, you have your baseball, you have soccer, a little bit of tennis, and then up on the top of these you'll have Game of Thrones, Goodwin Champions, WWE, UFC if we have it, or if it's not in the showcase, and then Marvel, Star Wars, right? I'm trying to have something. That has always been the goal, is for you to come in and my answer to be yes, we have something. So wax, try to keep it as fully stocked as possible. It's just something, it's what people want. It's always of interest. Want to try to have as much of it as we can. That's kind of been the goal. And then we got this, a second addition to the card bar, right? It goes, full countertop with checkout. Then you go all the way to the custom showcase that was built. This is really where it makes it easier for us to deal, right? You got a computer right here. You got a checkout spot. But if we ever wanted to make a deal, a lot of open countertop space. So this was designed really for that purpose. Got the checkout with the new Square system. Shout out to Square, they're great. Love the new system there. And then we've got the custom showcase. I think this is 14 feet, 12 feet, something like that. It was custom built. It turned out amazing. They actually did a great job with it. But this is where we put some of our more expensive, nicer product. Just for every sport, right? You've got individual Pokemon packs, you've got some more expensive blasters or cellos or hangers, you've got flawless case, you've got evolutions, you've got Kanto boxes, a little bit of everything, right? There's not enough space for it there, got to put it somewhere else, and it makes more sense for some of the nicer things, obviously for security reasons, to be locked up. Back through here, you got a restroom, right? If you've been to the old spot, I don't know if we ever put it in the tour videos originally, but if we put it in there, it was like Harry Potter closet. If you've ever asked anybody that's gone in that bathroom, you'll know what I'm talking about. Very, 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 very small, meant for small people. It was very tiny. So bathroom back there is much bigger and works well. Then we got what we're referring to as the GOAT wall. Got Jordan, Tiger, LeBron, 30 by 40 photos from Upper Deck. This was something I talked about in the documentary that it's not our best seller, it's never gonna be in terms of memorabilia, but it's just a unique feature, it's a unique piece that's in the shop, and just really is something you just don't see in a lot of shops. And I think it's cool, right? Maybe one day somebody will come in and wanna buy it, maybe a Father's Day gift, maybe a birthday's gift, whatever it may be, but for now, I'm content with them being there. Just the photos look absolutely amazing. And actually I own one of these Tiger ones at my house. I love the photo, and I just think it's, again, it adds a unique element to the card shop. So then we'll go over here, and this is probably the fan favorite when you're here in shop. This is gonna be our, I think there's 40 some cubes, but this is all single cards that are for sale. So you've got dime cards, quarter cards, dollar cards, and then multiple boxes for each sport. Baseball, basketball, football, you've got a hockey box, soccer, racing, WNBA, graded cards, Buckeyes, vintage, superstars, Pokemon, sticker sale, which is like 2s, 5s, 10s. A little bit of everything, right? You can see there's a couple gaps. We moved a couple of the dime cards over But when we moved in here, this was a lot more full. This is a struggle. We've tried to keep up with this a lot. It takes a lot of time to sort, sleeve, top load, price. Just a lot that goes into it, but I try to keep up with it as best as we can. Something we'll never really be able to be 100% on top of, but I assure you this is something we try to do regularly, is put out new cards. As soon as this video is done, I'm gonna stay. We've got 2 4-row boxes of stuff that's gonna get priced. Consistently putting new inventory out here. I don't want somebody to come in, you know, once a week and be like, hey, this is the same stuff I've seen. I've never seen anything new in here. That's very big, right? Perception is reality. I want to be able to have new things for you to look at every time you come in here. I realize it can't always do that, but I can certainly try my best. We've got some great people that make that possible, so that's always the goal. Again, what a lot of people do, rather than stand here and go through these, grab a box, pick it up, set it on the table, and you've got 12 seats right here for you to sit, look through as many boxes you'd like, and then you can check out. So it's been a big hit so far. As you can see, some of these boxes are getting depleted, but again, we're trying to restock those as much as we can. Then go back up here, more memorabilia. Again, not really our best seller. It's never gonna be, we know that, but Urban and Peyton Manning, a lot, you know, local guys, Manning's close, and you got Haskins, Meyer, then you got some other helmets. Got the Jordan, the Wings photo. I talked about this in the documentary. This was a poster, unautographed, that was in my college dorm when I first went away to school. Thought it was kind of cool now to actually get the autographed version in my card store. So I don't anticipate selling this. I'd probably end up selling those first, but this is just a unique piece. Again, it just kind of brings the story full circle, right? I started, you know, I didn't give up on cards when I went to college. I still did it, and to have that photo on there and really, you know, wanting some cool Jordan stuff, it's cool to see that up there now. So that's been a cool piece. Then you go over here, supplies. We got notes out. If you've been in the shop, you'll understand that. We've got limits, right? Supplies are really, really hard to get. So, I mean, top loaders, I think on eBay right now do $8.50, $9, $10 is what we've seen. It's a double-edged sword, right? Do you not have it? Do you pay $10? It just makes it challenging as a shop owner to want to be fair, right? Because top loaders used to be, you know, $350. Now they're just so much more expensive. So we have a limit on almost everything else because just can't get a lot of that stuff at the moment with supply shortages that we've been dealing with for quite some time. So hopefully one day we'll get back to where that's completely normal. We have competitive pricing, no limits, nothing. Hopefully that's soon. So stay tuned for that, but we'll see. Then you've got some merch and some signed jerseys. We always get asked for people that are looking for like t-shirts. People come in town, right? I'm trying to create a destination shop. I want somebody like on Saturday, we were here. Somebody was in town with his wife from Guam. Somebody was in town from Houston. There was a couple in town from Lexington, right? Like I want this to be a destination shop for people. I want you to come and feel welcomed and invited, and just like you're at home here. So when people come, they're always looking for t-shirts. We do have those available. Our guy, Mark from the Ashes Embroidery, him and his team do a great job. I've got one of the Miami Vice ones on now. So we do have that kind of stuff available. It's got hats, t-shirts, hoodies, etc. And then we've got some signed jerseys, anything, mostly Buckeyes, a lot of local teams, but other ones we get in deals as well. Again, a little bit more memorabilia, rest of the supplies, etc. So got a little office in here. I work out of from time to time when need to get stuff done and don't want to be too far away from the shop if it's a busy day. But yeah, guys, that's really about it, right? The biggest thing here is, like I said, the space, but always trying to create that warm, welcoming environment. This is something I remember going to shops when I was younger, right? And I want to be the shop I needed when I was getting into this. That's what I'm trying to create here. That's what our staff is trying to do. And I think we've done a pretty good job of that. And we're continuing to do it every day and to try to get better. So that'll about do it, guys. If you're ever in the area, would love for you to stop by. 3455 Grove City Road, Grove City, Ohio, 43123. 7 days a week now. We are open every single day. Outside of a couple major holidays, we close, or one-off days. It's pretty much 7 days a week, 365. So would love to have you in the shop next time you're in town. Stop by and see us for sure, or check out the website, CardCollector2.com. But for now, guys, that's all I got. Peace.